So failure with a body lock would imply the idea of my knees being down here on the mat and my head coming down towards the floor. This would be a losing position in a body lock. First things first, I want to make sure that I'm not positioned on my training partner's center line. I want to take my body to one side of the center line and extend my base. I can't do it with my hands, so I do it with my legs. Just like so. Watch how my right knee comes up to the center line and my left leg extends out. The next big thing we do, we take our temple and we park it right there on the inside of our training partner's top shoulder. So we want to make sure our spine is straight and my head pushes hard into that shoulder. So when Placido tries to take his shoulder up off the mat, he feels a barrier that he runs into. When he puts his hand on my elbow and goes to sweep me, from here, watch how my right hip drives down to the floor. He wants this, my hip going up. We want our hip going down. If I change the angle, I want my right hip going down onto his butterfly hook. So the first thing we do is we take our body to one side of the center line and extend our base. The second thing we do is position our head right there on his top shoulder. Failure comes from the fact that my width of base is relatively narrow, and if the width of my knees is also narrow and my head comes down towards the floor and my hip gets elevated, that's where all the problems start. So what we want to ensure is that once we get this guy in position, we take our knees to one side of his center line and extend our base. We take our forehead and temple and put it inside our training partner's top shoulder. When he goes to lift and elevate us, we take, in this case it's my right hip, as he lifts and elevates, we turn the hip down. Okay? My right knee points towards my left knee. If my right knee is pointing away from my left knee, that's when I get sweat. So as he goes to lift us from here, that's going to be our base. So sustain the lift. And feel very, very hard to move you. Okay? Once you can shut down your opponent's ability to move you, then you can focus on your body locking in ways that we'll be looking at very soon.